السلام عليكم، ازيكم يا شباب؟ اخباركم ايه؟ question bank unit 7. نراجع مع بعض كده بعض الايتمز الصغيره. كونسلر عضو في مجلس تم انتخابه، لكن كونسلر مستشار او مرشد غالبا نفسي سلوكي. كاركتر شخصيه في فيلم، في قصه. بيرسوناليتي شخصياتك، سلوكياتك، اخلاقياتك. impressive شيء مبهر، لكن impressed شخص منبهر، فرق شاسع. on my own by myself دي لوحدي، of my own ملكي. ceremony مراسم واحتفال ورسمي، لكن occasion مناسبة اجتماعية. walk in يدخل مكان، ومقولش هو دخل فين، he walked in. لكن walked into the room لازم احط object. طيب تعالوا كده مع بعض بقى نركز. عندنا كمية حل محترمة جدا على unit 7، فعايز سيادتك كده مركز، قلمك في ايدك، الهايلايت بتاعك عشان تقدر تركز في كل كلمة هنقولها. I was really fascinated. The view was، أنا بتكلم عن الفيو، was impressive. Because of his accomplishment, my father has always been to my son. He is their favorite role model. Inspiration مصدر إلهام لأولادي. Inspiration. My uncle is an assistant at the city council. هنا ده noun، والnoun بيحب الصفة، يبقى administrative. letter A. Which do successful people share so they can keep making progress? Qualities. Diets are most effective when with exercise combined with، يبقى مرتبط بيه. Don't expect to immediate success because it could take a long time. Achieve. Rahab is, but that hasn't stopped her from working out. Disabled. Number 8. In today's world, success is sometimes by how much money you make from your job. Is defined by يتم تعريفه بيه. Number 9. The champion was able to his physical disability and win the gold medal. برافو عليك. overcome يتغلب على. طيب هنروح كده مع بعض. number 10. We need to work hard، محتاجين نشتغل بجد واجتهاد to the minds of foreign investors about the efficiency of Egyptian workers. أكيد change the minds. Success in life is based on hard work and determination. إرادة. The project is a real، أدم حط لي a real يبقى a real success. We have achieved high profits. Sorrowfully لسوء الحظ everything in some people's lives is measured in terms of money، بمقياس المال، بمقدار المال، بمنطق المال. The real why، the real reason why he was angry is that he was insulted openly. The real reason why. طيب تعال نروح ل 15. The young man was able to the challenges he faced with stamina and dedication. Overcome يتغلب على. He was 15 when he started to a lot of tournaments. When يفوز بيه شيء غير عاقل. My sister has an inspiration to writers everywhere. Give inspiration يعطي إلهام. He is a presentation with two others on the lectern at the front of the class. He is giving presentation بيقدم عرض. He was with fatigue يعني تعب شديد and collapsed after the marathon. He was ايه بقى؟ overcome with fatigue معناها ان هو تغلب عليه الارهاق. Do you fancy going for dinner tonight? I will treat you يعزمك. Attempts to resolve the dispute met with little success. عشان عايز noun. little يجي وراها noun. Her achievements have winning gold at the 2019 World Powerlifting Championship and silver at 2016 and the 2020 Paralympics. يبقى her achievements have included بيجي وراها verb ing. include بتكلم عن شيء معنوي لا ينفع افرغه ولا ينفع املاه. all the stuff are about the project enthusiastic about. What me to visit the museum is my desire to see the wonderful mummies of kings and queens. Inspired me. What me to visit the museum is my desire to see the wonderful mummies of kings and queens. Inspired me. You should stop smoking. It is a life-saving decision to make decision. ما تبصش لتيك. Did you know that different amino acids to form proteins combine تتجمع. One candidate in particular us with her knowledge impressed us. Verb I got the زي يبقى noun impression that she wasn't very happy. Nature has provided an inspiration for many artists and musicians over the decades. This story is an success story, inspiring, ملهمة. His most political achievement was the abolition of death penalty, a significant بارز. طيب نروح كده مع بعض ل 32. The crime problem has great عايزة noun significance to the generation public. The image of the line power and strength عايزين verb signifies. بشوف الجملة عايزة ايه وادور عليه. Your ideas about what is right and wrong or what is important in life is called value اللي هي قيم. To means to try to cure an illness by using drugs, cure and operation. To means to try to cure an illness. treat يعالج. The wound took a long time to heal. heal دي للجروح. جروح ولا قدر الله حرق. Games and songs provide for classroom interaction. Advantage أو opportunity. مفيش advantage في opportunity. The new head teacher has taken on the of improving the school. Challenge تحدي. The parents no longer live together, but they continue to be responsible for their children. Responsible for مسؤول عن. Researcher teaching performance by comparing students' exam results. Evaluated يقيم. The term mental illness is difficult to define. صعب الواحد يعرفه يبقى التعريف بتاعه صعب. I can't draw any from what she said. Any conclusion. Draw conclusion. نروح ل 43. We need to a better understanding of this issue. Develop. Hassan has a permanent which prevents him from working as a laborer. Disability. The school has class size of 24 students. An average class size. No candidate gained a majority of the in the first round. No candidate gained a majority of the votes. ما قدرش يحصل على عدد كبير من الأصوات. The necklace would be worth $5,000 at current prices بالأسعار الحالية. Parents are a child's role models. Role models اللي هم القدوة. خلي بالك عشان في role models. يا role models. Letter A. I had worked for many years as assistant and an executive assistant. Administrative إداري. The company hopes to maintain its as market leader. Maintain its position. مكانتها. He is supposed to give about the product tomorrow. Presentation. هيقدم عرض. There was no sign of life. مفيش علامة على الحياة. Sign of life. The internet allow you to prices from a variety of companies. compare compare يقارن. يلا بينا على 54. Months of talks with the rebels finally resulted in the release of the hostage. Result in يؤدي إلى. The job is great in terms of بمنطق in terms of. Mr. Ali had lost weight, moved to New York, and a strong interest in art, and developed أبدى. When she was 9, she a disease called polio. كوت أصيبت. 3 specific things could help our economy. Specific here means particular. محدد. I have 4 qualities that the vast majority of successful people appear to have. I have purified, attended, identified, well assured. Sure 4 qualities. They might ask for help or more just to give up. Or more likely احتمال كبير. Adverb. Our staff members are hardworking and highly motivated. highly بيجي وراه الصفة. When he called me I wasn't to answer. Prepared. ما كنتش جاهز للرد يعني. He became suspicious when he didn't appear at work. He was always punctual. His plan became suspicious when he didn't appear at work. طبعا بلان ما تنفعش. هي هنا فيها غلطة شوية. His colleagues معلش هي كتبت غلط. His colleagues نصلحها. His colleagues became suspicious. كل زمايله شكوا when he didn't appear at work. He was always punctual. colleagues نصححها. 63. Sometimes something has gone wrong. Go wrong. Gone wrong with the computer. I will have it to a technician. I'll send it to a technician. عفوا على الغلطات الصغيرة. طيب نروح لل 65. My father encouraged me to take up يمتهن يجرب. The couple to have nothing in common. Appear to have nothing in common. Seem to have nothing in common. فكده P and C تنفع معنا. My children don't like playing games. They always want to go out. يبقى indoor games. ما بيحبوش الألعاب اللي داخل المنزل. The famous novelist has won a lot of international awards. جوائز. It's dad's birthday and they are going out for a meal to celebrate. يحتفل. Van Gogh, perhaps Holland's most celebrated artist. Celebrated مشهور. لكن a celebrity لوحدها برضو مشهور. I have very good skills. Organizational skills. So you think I'm stupid? She asked rhetorically. Rhetorically يعني مش مستنية إجابة يعني. Research that over 81% of teachers are dissatisfied with their salary. Choose. و indicates تنفع فبالتالي نختار A and P. يبقى choose indicates اتنين ينفعوا. The human brain is an incredibly بيبقى وريجي وراها adjective complicated. It is not useful to divide school children into separate categories. أقسام منفصلة. نروح ل 76. The company plans to increase product availability over the next year. The company plans to طبعا الجملة فيها غلطة فيها نواقص فهنعمل عليها كروس كده ونستبعدها من دماغنا. Fish struggle for survival when the water drops in the lake. Water level. The police are trying to determine the series of that led up to the murder. Events الأحداث التي أدت إلى سلسلة الأحداث التي أدت إلى. Most British school social events for the students organize. She arrived without that usually accompanies important politician ceremony بدون الاحتفالات الرسمية. Big companies make block booking at big events, sports events, أحداث رياضية. The lecturer illustrated his point with a on the blackboard diagram. The tunnel was dug with the aid of the heavy machine بمساعدة. It remains to be seen whether or not this idea can be put into practice. Kids can start learning a second language at a young age. The teacher asked us to the whole poem memorize نحفظ عن ظهر قلب. I don't agree to judge success in terms of money بمنطق المال. He's always careless and does his work badly. The company is going to dismiss him. يعني ايه dismiss؟ تتخلص منه بالرفض. You shoot the lecture by using keywords if you don't need to remember the details. You should paraphrase. Girls to do better at school than boys tend to. Egypt's strategic location makes it a main attraction. Unique. The story he read was an inspiring one. ملهمة. A question is the one that you don't expect to get a specific answer to. ده عارفينها rhetorical. My brother Ahmed had the of turning everything to his advantage. Has the technique. عنده الأسلوب ده. الخاصية دي. الطريقة دي. I'd like to make in my talk and continue after lunch. Pause. يعني هفصل دقيقة واحدة وأكمل. أو شوية. Enjoyed boxing. I enjoyed boxing but I was never good enough to go professional. ما كانش عندي المهارات إن أنا أبقى محترف. The references and diagrams were to the documents attached to. شوف مع بعض 98. A few months later, an invitation to the Monta Library Festival received. It's a bit short, but I'll be in Cairo this week and I'd love to meet you. Notes. جاية في وقت قصير. It's Dad's birthday and we are going out for a meal to celebrate. Van Gogh, perhaps Holland's most celebrated artist. دي مكررة. My children don't like playing indoor games. مهم أوي عشان دي صفة. They always want to go out. The famous novelist has won a lot of international awards. I have very good organizational skills. Do you think I'm stupid? She asked rhetorically. Research shows indicates يبقى AMP. حلو الكلام ده اتكرر عشان كان مهم. The human brain is incredibly complicated organ. The company plans to increase product availability over the next year significantly. جات لنا بقى الجملة اللي احنا كنا شطبناها. The police are trying to determine the series of events that led up to the murder. مجموعة الأحداث. 110. She arrived without the ceremony that usually accompanies important politician. صحبة ومراسم. Big companies make block booking at big sports events. It remains to be seen whether or not this idea can be put into practice. No gains without pain. The word gains means profits. The teacher asked us to the whole poem memorize. نحفظ عن ظهر قلب. He's always careless and does his work badly. The company is going to dismiss him. أنا dismiss يتخلص من. Dismiss him. الجمل شبه محفوظة عشان لسه حلينا من شوية. I don't agree to judge success in terms of money. بمنطق المال. You shoot the lecture by using keywords. If you don't need to remember the details, paraphrase. Big companies sports champions and provide them with all facilities. Sponsored. ده بقى كله جديد. Girls to do better at school than boys. Girls tend to يميل إلى. نروح ل 120. Egypt's strategic location makes it a main attraction. Unique. متميز. The way he handled the situation was most impressive. We liked it so much. We need some more from the people who use our products. Feedback. Going away to college has made me more independent. مستقل أكتر. We went on campaign to raise money for a charity. Sponsored. It takes a lot of to become a champion at any sport. Determination أو perseverance بقى مفيش determination. مثابرة قدرة على الصبر والتحمل والتصميم. 126. My father is always a great for me a great inspiration. عايز noun. She's always trying to people with her new clothes. Impress people. The rarity of this stamp increases its value a lot. يعني هي the rarity المفروض يعني the rarity اللي هو ندرة هذا الطابع increases its value بتزود من قيمته. When I lived abroad, I learned to do many things on my own. You should your parents be proud of. We needed positive for young children to aspire to. Role models. The magazine an essay competition to anyone to compete. Sponsors. طرح of cells leads to rapid growth of cancerous organisms. Multiplication تكاثر الخلايا. The drug no effect gave no effect ولا had أيوة had an effect on had an no effect on. خلي بالك وانت بتختار ما تستعجلش. For photographers architecture can be one of the most inspiring. Our survey that 1 in 4 children is bullied at school indicates بيشير إلى. When writing an essay I love from great people's speech. Quoting quote يعني بقتبس من كلامهم. 138. When I was at school we were required to a poem every week. Memorize نحفظ. Bad planning with bad luck led to companies collapse. Combined with guests can dine and relax in a comfortable surroundings. Elegant. The film's special effects are particularly impressive, so we can't help forgetting it. I'd like to take this to thank my colleagues for their support. Opportunity. You don't have to answer certain questions in an interview. They are just rhetorical. Public speakers often use language to highlight important information. Signposting language. Signposting language. اللغة الدلالية. Signposting language. نروح 145. We took the precaution of locking our in the hotel safe. valuables الأشياء القيمة. Can I you to behave sensibly while I am out? Can I expect you ممكن أتوقع أو أستنى منك. Can I predict you مفيش expect دي accept. predict you ولا trust you برافو عليك trust you ممكن أثق فيك شوية وتتصرف تصرفات الكبار بقى. The educational process can be much easier with the help of visual aids. Their performance was good if not spectacular. Spectacular is synonym for حاجة رائعة impressive. Was elected to be in the city hall. Counselor تم انتخابه. Students can learn to be independent by their own choices. Make a choice making. Students of very different abilities represent a challenge for teacher. بيبقوا تحدي. He poverty and prejudice to become a great athlete. Overcome. The Egyptian soldier remains an inspiring example of life and self-sacrifice. Students were giving leaflets to everyone on the streets. Give out يوزع. Give away يهب هدية. لكن أنا بوزع حاجات ودي مش هدية. leaflets دي ورق. Successful young people can be an inspiration to other young people. مصدر إلهام. 156. I was by Nelson Mandela as he was a great man inspired. Ali's story is an inspiring example. He not only writes stories, he writes poems as well أو to أو as well مش as well as. جملة مثبتة بنحط يا to يا as well. جملة منفية she doesn't like eggs and she doesn't like fish either. either أو either في آخر الكلام في آخر الجملة المنفية. I have been a running champion بطل رياضي. I will represent Egypt in the following Olympics. What every day have you achieved so far this month? What every day successes achieve success يبقى successes نجاحات. He for a moment seemingly overcome by emotion paused سكت لحظة. Make sure all the wires remain firmly attached. Any and should be carefully selected and planned to add clarity to the presentation. Any visual المفروض دي تبقى aid معلش مش and هتبقى aid. Any visual aid should be carefully selected and planned to add clarity to the presentation. Clarity يعني توضيح. 165. The conference will begin with a keynote presentation. Please your name, age and marital status indicate. يشير إلى. The government does its best to refresh our economy but funding is still a challenge تحدي. funding اللي هو اللي احنا بنسميه تمويل. Some writers compare sleep compare to this يشبه compare to. أما compares يقارن بين حاجتين شبه بعض زي اللي جاي. The police compares the suspect fingers أو fingerprints with those found on the crime scene أو at the crime scene. The poet compared our world to a stage بيشبهه كده بستيج كبيرة. The internet allows you to prices from a variety of companies. Compare. It's necessary to use caution with chemicals. Extreme caution حذر شديد. The dinner wasn't cooked properly cooked مطبوخ بشكل جيد. Diets are most effective when with exercise combined with exercise. طيب. نروح ل 176. Because of the accomplishments my father has always been to my sons. He is their favorite role model. حلو. Inspiration مصدر إلهام. My uncle is assistant at the city council. is an administrative assistant. Don't expect to immediate success, achieve success. I was really fascinated. The view was impressive. مبهر. The project is a real success. Which do successful people share so they keep making progress. Qualities الصفات. Efficient teacher usually use different strategies to assist students achievement at school. بعض الجمل متكررة. ماشي. Your performance has us. You are really talented. Embarrassed us. أبهرنا. نشوف 184. As a writer, نجيب محفوظ found for his novel in the Cairo society around. Inspiration around him. To me, secondary 3 is I work hard to overcome challenge. Education curricula اللي هي المناهج التعليمية. In most countries, courses in computing and internet technology include. Teenager look forward to being totally independent of مستقل عن. Your performance has us, impressed us. You are really talented. Poets find nature inspiring ملهمة. It's a source of ideas for most of them. بدينا نخليها find مش find هي find. طيب 190. Being independent لسه قايلين independent of your parents. Love of hard work has been on us by our parents and teachers. Impressed on us. انطبع جوانا. I trust my elder brother. I find his advice inspiring. طيب هنا فيها بس غلطة. هي دي هتبقى inspiring هنظبطها. سمير غانم used to a good impression of other actors. Make a good impression. Egypt gained independence from like independent of. Your bad marks in physics indicate that بتشير ليه. You need to work harder. Using language is a presentation makes in a presentation makes it difficult for your audience to get your point easily. Using complicated. People are different. This makes it difficult to put them into categories. صعب ان احنا نصنفهم. Mr. Osama has it clear that he will never argue over football. Made it clear. وضح تمام الموضوع ده. These are the prices we are giving to toppers. Giving out يوزعها. كانت تنفع قوي لو كلمة واحدة يهدي. عشان كده هي مش جاية مع بعضها. 200. Salah is the first Egyptian footballer to win the golden boot in the Premier League. This means Salah was the first players ملهاش معنى دي. Is the first footballer ever to win it. Is the first Egyptian ever to win it. صح. Letter C. At her husband's funeral, the poor woman was with grief. Overcome with grief. غلب عليها الحزن and couldn't speak. We all hope that our book will be of to both teachers and students of value. On her last birthday, we, our mother, to dinner at a famous restaurant. Treated يازم. نشوف 204. To protect the historic site, the authorities limited the number of which carry tourists there. Number of coaches هنا معناها أتوبيسات سياحية. The farmer complained that the new factory can change the character of the area around them. طبيعة المنطقة. This heat sensor works well according to accurate decision. We were sad to sell grandfather country house as we have grown very to it attached to كنا مرتبطين بيه. Without the woman slammed the door shut in my face without ceremony بلا مناسبة كده. The storm became stronger by degree بالدرجات العاصفة بدأت تزداد until the rain was poured down. طيب تعال نشوف 210. My nephew has from baby food to solid food. From to degraded from تحول من إلى. Although is my neighbor I hardly know him تقريبا ما أعرفوش. How your determination and will is عايز صفة عشان أوصف determination how strong. A soldier is most likely to get shot in a war. Cowardly. On 6th October our army was able to overcome the enemy and restore the land. My best friend's mother treats me like a member of their family بتعاملني كأني عضو من العيلة. We visited many places of interest أماكن اهتمام. During his long in football Ahmed Hassan won numerous awards and honors career. The police say that there is nothing to indicate that the two crimes are connected. The previous president was buried with great official ceremony last year. تعالوا نشوف الجرامر. Use a whole it looks lovely. You have decorated. الله دي شكلها جميل جدا. You can't meet طاهر because he Cairo International Book Fair has gone to. He hasn't been able to play tennis since. Present perfect بس simple يبقى since. I miss you so much. I haven't seen you for ages. بقالي سنين يا راجل ما شفتكش. Number 5. My grandfather abroad he prefers to spend his name wandering around his hometown. طيب هي مبدئيا he prefers to spend his time هي نصلح دي خليها time معلش time. My father has never traveled abroad. Has never الجملة present has never traveled abroad. Since the beginning of COVID-19 pandemic, the world economy has been greatly affected. طبعا الجملة present tense. Doing the new exercise yet? Have you finished doing عشان yet. Luxor before. Yes, I went there last winter. Have you visited? Your hands are really dirty. What have you been doing? أيوة عشان الأثر على الإيد يبقى what have you been doing? They the road to our village recently have paved. لسه يعني مخلصين. Have paved the road مفيش have paved. Have been paving. بس كده برضه هيبقى فيها غلطة. هي لازم تبقى have paved عشان recently والحدث ده تم الانتهاء منه. have paved عشان نصلحها مش had paved. Yasser with his friend for an hour. He hasn't finished yet. هنا has been chatting عشان اداني إشارة الحدث لسه مستمر. the movie you recommended I'm enjoying it. بتفرج عليه دلوقتي يبقى I have been watching. Please help me. my passport. What can I do? Have lost. ضيعته حالا منذ فترة قصيرة. 14 Wuthering Heights all day. It's very interesting but I'm only in chapter 3. يبقى لسه بقراها لغاية دلوقتي. have been reading. She a thorough cleaning of the house. Everything is sparkling. Has done. الأثر باين على شيء يبقى present perfect. باين على شخص present perfect continuous. نروح على 16. He 3 cups of coffee since. خلاص 3 cups يبقى has drunk. Since he reached the office. Why are you worried Tamer? I for my exam results all day have been waiting. مستني ولسه مستني. My friend Kamal since we were at school have known مفيش حاجة اسمها have been knowing. Tamer's new car for 5 months now has had. My grandfather the village house since his retirement has owned. Our plants care of since the gardener's death haven't been taken off. Nothing out about their secret mission yet has been found. How much time have you spent? How much time have you spent on the geography project over the last 2 weeks? How many words have you typed؟ عشان بسألك على عدد يبقى لازم present perfect. Why are you worried Tamer? I have been waiting. لسه واخدين شبهها بالظبط. نروح ل 26. عذرا طبعا على التكرار بيبقى مش مقصود. I all the matches of the week I have enjoyed them all. يبقى have watched الموضوع انتهى. The Olympic Games all week. Come and watch some. يبقى لسه الحدث مستمر. Have been watching. ناقصة بس G. She lunched for 2 hours before her children returned home. هنا بقى had been preparing عشان الجملة past. واداني الوقت اللي خده الحدث الأول. I reading the book you recommend so we can talk about it. Have finished. خلصت خلاص. Don't worry about Hatem because I him the money he needed. Have given him. He for the company since he was 25. He enjoys his work there. Has been working. بيشتغل ولسه بيشتغل. My grandfather's health since he moved to live in the country has improved. We the committee's proposal هو عرض for an hour before we reached the final approval. Had discussed ولا had been discussing؟ قال لي لا had been discussing عشان for. I to dinner since you moved to your new house. Haven't been invited. يا عم انت ما دعيتنيش على الاكل عندكم من ساعة ما عزلت يعني. They the whole I think it looks a lot better now. Have painted عشان الأثر باين على الحدث على الشيء آسف. I miss you so much so I haven't seen you for ages. ما شفتكش بقالي يعني فترات طويلة. 37 I'm still working. I haven't finished doing the task yet. Haven't finished يعني لم أنتهي من أداء هذه المهمة حتى هذه اللحظة. فشغال يعني ولسه شغال لغاية دلوقتي. Haven't finished. My aunt in Tanta for 10 years only. Now she's living in Mansoura. lived بس الحدث انتهى. lived بس عشان الحدث ايه انتهى. اتفقنا لو الحدث مع فور خلص خلاص واداني اشاره ان خلص خلاص يبقى بنحط ايه بس سيمبل. والنبي ما ننسى القاعده دي عشان القاعده دي مهمه. He's still angry with me and he my apology yet hasn't accepted. I my mobile can you help me find it have lost. She for the exam all day now she appears to be exhausted. Has been revising عشان all day. I this car for 15 years now. I wish I could replace it with a new one. Have had كل اختيارات غلط. I have had this car. have had مش have been having. عذرا هي دول اتنقلوا من تحت زي ما هم فوق كده فدي غلطة بس. She seems to be exhausted. She has been doing. الأثر لسه باين على الشخص. Present perfect continuous. رامي as a taxi driver for 3 years. He is now factory worker. نفس الفكرة worked عشان حاسس انتهى. I haven't seen Yasser. The last time we were at the conference together. Since. نروح ل 46. Which of the following is structurally correct? Is still wiring the final report. هي writing. ناقصة تي. He is still writing. The final report he hadn't finished yet. He's still writing the final report he hasn't finished yet. طيب He's still writing the final report he had finished by 6 p.m. He was busy because he has been writing the final report. طبعا letter P هي الأدق. present simple present perfect مع بعض تمام. Once he the research he will start writing the report. Has done a lot of profiles since the factory. A lot of profiles have been achieved since the factory was established. Have been achieved. Samir was sorry when the furniture closed. He there for 5 years. Has been working there. ولا has worked. يا عم ده was sorry. ده احنا كمان هنغير الجملة كلها. ليه بقى هنغير يا مستر الجملة كلها؟ تعالوا نفكر بالعقل. هو الحدث ده حصل في الماضي. كان زعلان لانه كان شغال فيه لمدة 5 سنين. هاد وركد. اوعى تستعجل. 49 دي مهمة قوي. 49 مهمة قوي. حلتها لك كده كأنك مستعجل هتغلط فيها. طيب 50. He has been busy all day because he ways to reduce pollution in the neighborhood. Has been researching. I replied to my complaint yet haven't received. I for an hour before my brother came back home. I have waited ولا had waited. برافو عليك. had waited عشان before. Where is your brother? He has gone too. راحوا لسه ما جاش. I'm a student in the 3rd secondary grade. I have been learning English for 8 years. عشان هو لسه طالب. The room good since she sprayed the scent all through it. Has smelled good. عشان sense. Some of your successful athletes here to train for more than 10 years now have been coming. بيجوا بشكل منتظم ولسه بيجوا. Recently I to enjoy all of the little successes I have every day. Have been trying. بقالي فترة بحاول ولسه بحاول. After studying the research I to the conclusion that there are many different definitions of success. Have come. وصلت. خلاص. وصلت للنتيجة دي. Researcher at what makes people successful for a very long time. Have been looking. عشان for a long time. نروح ل 60. I playing as much as I do at the moment. I have never enjoyed. Ali's task he can go now. Has done. خلص خلاص. يقدر يمشي. This factory to my father since my granddad died. Has belonged. How much money have you paid since your retirement? Have you been paid? دفع لك قد ايه؟ I to contact them since this morning. Still there is no answer. Have been trying. I haven't the strength to walk any further since my leg was hurt. دي هنخليها further بس. مش قادر امشي اكتر من كده. I haven't had the strength. Nothing like this has ever happened to me. 67. Naguib Mahfouz spokes people for many years. Have influenced. Have influenced. Have influenced بس من غير بين. Have influenced. دي غلطة كتابة. Never أما أبدأ بيها بعكس ما يليها. Have I seen such a good film? Rahab had ever done any sport before she started doing powerlifting. Had hardly ever done. عمرها ما عملت. Dina became enthusiastic about her new sport very quickly. Rahab's achievements are very inspiring for other women interested in powerlifting. She didn't receive normal treatment عشان عايز اوصل treatment. 73 يلا بينا نشوفها. Angela is able to do her current job in a perfectly different way. الادverb بيجي وراه adjective. It is not cold today. It is not very cold. لازم احط adverb. There was a end, surprising end. نهاية مدهشة. صفة. The footballer played brilliantly. He scored 3 goals. بشكل رائع. Take a book to read on the bus because it's a journey. Very long journey. The exam was but not too difficult. I think I passed. A bit difficult إلى حد ما. There is crowd outside the police station. There is a hostile crowd. Crowd noun عايز الادجective hostile. This book's brilliant is totally brilliant. Brilliant adjective يجي قبلها adverb. Amir paid visits. Visits دي noun regular visits. My friend speaks English as efficiently as. هي قرأت مرتين عشان speak. French is her favorite subject. She likes it most. بتحبه أكتر حاجة. I'm sure he will pass his mid-year exam successfully. Miss Rasha is my teacher. She advised me in a sisterly way. My brother was, so he was taken to hospital, badly injured. The inhabitants protested peacefully. It was of her to speak to her mother rudely. It was wrong. The headmaster will certainly punish the bad students severely. The soup tasted wonderful. عشان تستي وراه صفر. 91 she always makes sure that her children are fashionably dressed. Fashionably dressed بيلبسوا على الموضة. The boy was when he received the prize. Completely delighted. صفة قوية مع adverb قوي. Everest is towering mountain. Completely عشان دي صفة as adverb. I caught a fish yesterday. It was big. صفة عادية يبقى very big. How did you do at the tennis match? How well عشان بسألك على do. How fast was he? ولا did he run؟ ولا A&B؟ برافو عليك A&B. ليه؟ عشان fast تنفع adjective تنفع adverb. She promised to call me later today. Later. The story he read was an inspiring one. ملهمة. قصة ملهمة. I wasn't sure if I could successfully combine my job with. Which of the following is correct? He is successful extreme? لا. Is extremely successful now? أيوة. Extremely successful now. 101 my children their dinner so they are full. Have had. لسه متناولين الغدا. نروح ل 102. تقع her work so she can sleep now. Has done. A van into a truck by the road recently has crashed عشان recently. Ali, these friends for 10 years have known أو has known she of solving this problem all day, has been thinking. Share homework for 3 hours and she hasn't finished yet, has been doing. Ahmed broke his leg and has to stay in bed, so he has been watching a lot of films recently. حدث منتظم. May lived in England for many years, so she can speak English well, extremely well. Everybody a chance to talk in the conference, has been given عشان everyone مفرد. Amira all her exams and she's going to start at university next month, has passed. The village streets are muddy because it has been raining. حدث لسه أثر واضح. All night. 112 her eyes are red because she has been crying. الأثر واضح. Unfortunately, I haven't visited my village since I traveled. Since وراه بس simple. My uncle a serious lung disease has had بعد الشر يعني has had عشان since. My uncle as a medical representative for 10 years he really enjoys his job يبقى لسه شغال has been working. A lot of roads in Greater Cairo have been paved recently. As guitar is very and she plays it quiet. As guitar is very beautiful and she plays it quite well. Hardly ever hardly لما أبدأ بيها بعكس ترتيب الجملة التي تليها. Does she manage؟ بخليها صيغة سؤال. This work seemed to be very tiring. You always look tired. يبقى tiring and tired. We went to the theater but the play was boring. We were bored. بوصف المتسبب ing اللي بيحس ed. He speaks English as well as عشان speaks. Never in all my life have I seen نروح ل 123. Lunch at 1 o'clock. I usually have في بس غلطة صغيرة لازم تبقى I usually have ولا واحدة فيهم كتبت صح. I usually have هي دي الصح. His colleagues and teachers like him as he is usually polite ولا behaves politely. لا يا معلم في is. The old man lived in cabin lonely cabin منعزلة but he didn't feel lonely يبقى اختار lonely and lonely. We all admired Davy as he is known to speak fluent English. عايز اوصف الانجليش بتاعه. We all admired Davy as he is known to speak English. النقط بقى في الاخر fluently. النقط هنا. I wasn't sure if I could combine verb يجي قبله adverb successfully. Angela didn't receive treatment معاملة different adjective. His coach سعيد عبد الحافظ thought that Sharif's powerlifting was very حلو. Inspiring coach ادي اول واحدة و impressive اللي هي دي بس IVE مش باينة. آية is told صفة يجي قبلها adverb averagely. Drugs were found in the athlete's body after he had unfairly. 133 I think it would be the wrong thing to do in person or personally. PNC زي الفل. نروح للصفحة اللي بعدي. 134 It took to answer the question quite a long time. اللي هي دي letter D الادفرب الأول. Good news, the climbing team have successfully climbed the mountain. Successfully climbed. هي letter A. He put a faster car. اشترى عربية أسرع من اللي عنده. a faster car. no one has ever spoken to me like that before. محدش كلمني بالطريقة دي قبل كده. everything is going well. كل حاجة ماشية زي الفل. we any problem so far haven't had. a terrible accident has taken place. مش محدد لي وقت. I haven't seen May for 3 years. This means it's 3 years since I last saw May. صح. letter A. 141 all of my friends who run quickly. Omar runs the fastest. By nature, Mr. Osama is a hard worker. Of all the 30 hard workers in the office, Mr. Osama works the hardest. By nature, Mr. Osama wastes any time at all. Hardly wastes. نادرا ما بيضيع وقت. 145 other women who are interested in powerlifting look by her achievement inspired. هم اللي حسوا بالإلهام. He wanted his family to take pride in him. Real pride. Pride ده noun. عايز adjective. Since that time he has achieved extreme success. Success noun. عايز adjective. How did you do at the exam? بسألك على أداء. How well? She is in her late 20s. The word late here is late يبقى adverb. Which of the following is not correct? I rarely go to bed late. حلوة. I sometimes go to bed late. تمام. Sometimes I go to bed late. Sometimes أحيانا دي في أول الكلام. Rarely هي اللي غلط. عشان really لو بدأنا بيها بنعكس نحط ترتيب جملة وكأنه سؤال. Rarely do I go. I talked to her but it didn't do any good. Do good. I really come to school late. Really نفت الجملة يبقى do I. Hardly دايما مرتبطة ب any. Hardly anyone. ما تنفعش none. My sister at university for 3 years has been. I started my job. I have met important people from all over the world. أكيد since. تعالى كده نبص. since منورة. The forest fires for 3 weeks now have been burning. مشتعلة بقالها 3 أسابيع دلوقتي. The forest fire for 3 weeks now there are no trees. Have burned ولا have been burning. Now there are no trees يبقى have burned. اشتعلت من 3 أسابيع الموضوع انتهى بس أثره موجود. I'm dead tired. I have been working. I'm dead tired for 10 hours then I have worked. She a thorough cleaning of the house. Everything is sparkling. Has done. عشان كل شيء بيبرق. انتهت من أداء العمل. I the movies you recommended. I'm enjoying it. Have watched. ولا I'm enjoying. Have been watching. ركز. لسه بتفرج عليهم ومستمتع بيهم لغاية دلوقتي. Splendid. Has Sama done all the washing up. ايه؟ already. معقول خلصت؟ بستعجب. This is the 6th email I have sent today. عشان حطيت عدد يبقى present perfect. It's a month since I last went. Since وراها بس simple. He English since 3 o'clock. Has been studying. لسه بيدرس. I can't call you because I have lost my mobile phone. Have lost. Your face looks pale. وشك مصفر ليه؟ You too hard these days. Have been working hard. شكلك كده شادد على نفسك في الشغل. Have been working hard. اتكررت. The weather is awful. It has been raining. I anyone taller than Tariq in my whole life have never seen. The actor began acting in the 19th. He has been acting. With this promotion, I felt that I have achieved. I haven't met Rami since the last time we were in Alexandria together. Since. It is the first time. It is the first time to see. It is the first time to see. ناقصة to see. أو I have ever seen. لو في I تبقى I have ever seen. كويس إنها جت. يبقى it is the first time I have ever seen. أو it is the first time to see. الاتنين صح. That is the sixth cup. This is the sixth cup of coffee you have had today. Present perfect. نرتب بس off هتبقى هنا. These are the glasses I have worn. I my hands so that I can help you with the cooking. Have washed. 177. But chess, my hobby since my childhood. I really like it. Has been. Have you finished your homework? I really can't believe it already. معقول? I haven't written to my English pen friend for the last 2 months. For the last 2 months. I sushi for the first time yesterday. I ate. They poor. They have never had any money to afford their living and education. Have always been. Prices sharply over the past 6 months. Has risen ولا have risen؟ طبعا prices جمع have risen. 183. My grandfather here since childhood and I think he knows everyone in our village. Has been living. He all night long. Now he is totally exhausted. يبقى has been driving and now he is totally exhausted and wants to sleep. Letter A. Want ما تجيش في ing. The next bus leaves at 8 p.m. but I still a ticket. Haven't bought. Still تيجي قبل present perfect في حالة النفي. Mr. Jalal phone calls to travel agencies all day long but he has suitable offer. Has been making وstill hasn't got. It's 9 a.m. Chat for cups of coffee this morning. Has already had. The report, yes, I have just finished it. I eat for so long. Have you written the report? I have been doing. Letter P. I this washing machine for 5 years now. Have owned. How long have you had that camera? About a month. Which sentence is the correct form in the present perfect tense? I haven't done it lately. عشان lately بتيجي في النفي recently لا. 192. My brother isn't here. He has gone to the town to buy some new shoes. It is not nice of her. I have been waiting for her. مستنيها طول النهار. She hasn't come yet. Call an ambulance. I think Sammy has broken. My brother since 9 p.m. yesterday have been sleeping. They haven't woken up yet. I a good night's sleep for 2 weeks. Haven't had. Bahir, they spoke for over 15 years now. Has been reading. بيقرأ ولسه بيقرأ. نروح ل 198. I finished my essay yesterday, but I haven't given it in to my teacher yet. Nala has already written an essay and she has been checking it out for 3 hours. Don't interrupt her. بتراجعوا. Teachers must keep a record of the students' attendance throughout the school year. دي vocab كلمات. She can't do the housework. She has recently broken. My uncle lives in a marvelous house. I have never seen it. عمر ما شفت البيت ده. But I have always dreamed about it. Why are you late? Sorry, I have been looking for my glasses. كنت بدور على النضارة كانت ضايعة مني. There was a sudden change. تغيير مفاجئ in the weather. Kamal is not a rash driver. He always drives carefully. I haven't eaten for 5 hours, so I'm getting quite hungry. As Ali loves nature, he paints forests and trees well. My daughter is in English and wants to work as an interpreter. Fluent. نشوف 209. Everyone admires Osama as he always works hard. بيعمل بجد. He gave her a beautiful gold ring. She doesn't like things made of silver. Gold مصنوع من الذهب. لكن golden يبقى ذهبي شكله ذهبي. She looked at the children when she met them happily. She looked طبعا happy. كانت تبدو سعيدة. اوعى تقول لي happily. هي مش بتنظر للأطفال بسعادة. She looked happy at the children ولا looked happily at the children؟ ده في آت يا عم. يبقى هنا تنظر بسعادة للأطفال. صح happily. Don't touch the machine. It switches itself off automatically. As there was much time, walked to school slowly. After the first exam, which was easy, all students looked happy. هنا بقى يبدو سعيد. مفيش آت. They performed the experiment scientifically in order to get the best results. بشكل احترافي. The cost of living has risen dramatically these days. بشكل خرافي. Although he arrived an hour late, he started work immediately. The young woman spoke to us in a motherly way. بشكل كده في أمومة. The child waited patiently for his mother to arrive. نروح ل 220. You don't have to answer so if I ask you a simple question sharply. ما فيش داعي لرد الجاف ده. حسام was angry with the waiter. Angry with. Ahmed is polite, but he was surprisingly rude to Yasser last night. Amjad's teacher aren't pleased with him as he always gives wrong answers. I don't know why he behaves so sometimes badly. بيتصرف بشكل سيء. Some mushrooms are edible while others, which look almost identical, contain deadly poisons. Poisons عايزة صفة يعني هي noun. Deadly poisons مميت. Be careful, you have stepped on my toe. I am sorry about it. Extremely sorry. أنا آسف جدا. طيب تعالى نروح 227. As he was found the dead man near قريب من was accused of killing him. nearby تيجي في آخر الكلام. Ali has got a permanent job as he speaks fluent English. هنا عايز أبدأ بأدفيرب. Interestingly, Omar joins the basketball team despite being short. They carried out a attack on the defenseless man. A cowardly attack. هجمة خسيسة أو جبانة. That temple was constructed by the pharaohs. 50 century old temple. عشان هو واحد بس فمش هنحط معاه centuries. I agree. I get triply when people talk about politics. Depressed. Everybody congratulated him for the extreme well organized ولا extremely well organized؟ برافو عليك. extremely well organized. well organized adverb عايز extremely well organized. he worked very hard throughout his career. very عشان صفة عادية. Sarah thought that the film was interesting. extremely. My friend is the captain of a hockey. He is brilliant at hockey. Absolutely. Your decision is easy, isn't it? Quite easy. صفة عادية. 238. In 2015, Messi was famous, incredibly famous, and he scored most of his goals for his team. Ala is a friend to our family, and he treats us in a friendly way. The witness recounted everything that has happened during the robbery accurately. عشان عايز أوصف الverb. My sister is very happy as she has bought a lovely red dress. To achieve success, we need to find the most effective way. You should be very careful. Snowboarding is a dangerous hobby. نروح ل 244. I bought boots yesterday. Beautiful black riding beautiful black beautiful riding black. طبعا خلي بالك احنا بنحط الاول الرأي اللي هو beautiful، بعد كده الكالر اللي هو black، بعد كده التوظيف بتاعه يبقى beautiful black riding. My father gave me a 5-pound coin to buy a pen. A 5-pound coin. The divorce rate has gone up dramatically. ارتفع بشكل مخيف. What do you think of the result of the exam? I find it really depressing. محبط. Fleming discovered penicillin by accident أو accidentally. The weather changed. There was any change in the weather. Unexpectedly. There was an unexpected. يبقى هنختار letter P. Her condition improved steadily. There was improvement, steady improvement. يبقى steadily و steady. Letter A. A soldier is most likely to get shot in the war. Cowardly جبان. coward مش جبان. cowardly هي اللي جبان. coward مش جبان. coward الجبن. Fast food restaurants are popular because many people want to eat quickly and cheaply. I'd like to take of this opportunity. Advantage. 254. I find people who spit in the street. spit يبصق. Offensive. بوصف الناس. مخطئة. I agree. I get triply depressed when people talk about politics. I find people who spit in the street offensive. قررت. They were delighted. delighted صفة قوية. absolutely delighted. طبعا كده انت خدت حقك تالت ومتلت ومربع في اليونت ده. خدنا حقنا، جاوبنا كتير جدا. اظن اليونت كده اتبلور في دماغك بشكل كبير عن طريق الحل. الحل هو الوسيلة الوحيدة اللي تقدر تحقق بيها كل النجاح اللي انت عايزه. ربنا معاكم ان شاء الله. اشوفكم على خير في question bank unit 8.